Hello and welcome back to my channel of YouTube. Two Guys Repairs, and this is my personal project that I'm looking at getting going here shortly. It's got a 351 Windsor, and it's got a 650 4-barrel Holly HEI distributor, and I got my true dual exhaust here with about 3.5-inch side pipes, and I got these pretty cool little spoke wheels, which I'm going to be converting over. I'm hoping that it's going to work. They're a little bit rusty, but they were brand new when they were put on. They're from a mid-90s style Ford Ranger. Has the inner and outer wheel bearings, which I'll be attempting to try to install one here today, and I'm hoping they're going to work. Looks promising, but this is my little project, my little prized possession, something I'm going to be dedicated to for the next couple months and trying to get it going before the end of summer. These seats here, they came out of a 1968 Thunderbird. They're the rear seats, and so far they're a pretty close match. I'll have to tweak the bottom end a little bit and play a difference between the top and the bottom here. And I have the bench seat off to the side, and that I would have to take out at least about 12 inches across. And I'm thinking about taking it out of the center of the seat, because the arm, I guess it's an armrest that used to go in between those two. I'm going to turn it upside down and fit it this way and make it a hidden center console. Maybe put my key ignition, my Bluetooth receiver in it, and mount me some small speakers tucked away down in here somewhere, and maybe some mid-range in behind the dash so you can't see it, but you'll be able to hear it. So far, my steering column, which you can just see down here, has to be shortened. It's entirely too long. We're talking about at least 24 inches too long, so I have to cut that and shorten her up some and fit her down in there. I got a cool detachable steering wheel. This is my battery tray. Got an electric fan. I got two brand new headlights, brand new aluminum dual core radiator, and got my front disc brake calipers. They came off of a mid-70s Corvette. It has the 4-piston each caliber, and then I got my mounting brackets, which I will be cleaning these up and put some caliber paint on them and make them look good, because you're really going to be able to see it when I put it on, and I don't want it to look ugly. So probably going to paint all of this down here. I'm not Richie Rich, so I'm not going to be able to chrome everything, but I am going to experiment with the smaller parts, like the dipstick. That's just sprayed bright silver. So I'm going to experiment with stuff like that, and supposedly on YouTube somewhere a guy shows you how you can chrome plate stuff, and I'm going to give it a try once the income improves. And so the main goal with this here right now is to hear it run. I know it's got good compression. Sounds good as far as rotation, so it's promising. And get these guys mounted on today, because I want to get a set of center lines that match to these here. They're dirty, but they're nice and shiny when they get cleaned up. They shine real nice. And I really like the diameter of these tires. They're right about the right size that I want. So I'm pretty sure once I start driving on these, they're going to start showing signs of dry rot. They have the texture of almost like bias ply. The frame is homemade, but he did a good job on the frame. So everything appears to be lined up in its right spot. It's just a matter of finishing it. And I'm thinking about making an actual fiberglass removable hardtop. And I haven't quite decided how it's going to go yet. It's either that, or I'm going to bend up some of this conduit. It's pretty thick, and make my windshield, and I'm going to make my frame structure, and maybe do a convertible top where you detach it from the top of the windshield, and then just let it drape back and tuck down right there. If I do the convertible top, it'll really help blend in the transitioning between this backrest and this here, because it would really hide up a lot of the ugly. When I lined it up there, it actually looked pretty decent, but this front portion kind of sticks up here a little bit. So with the convertible top laying back and it's all bunched up right here, it'll really blend in. So I'm thinking that might be the way that I'm going to go with it. This is a fiberglass body kit. It's questionable of what year that it was based on, but you could tell the overall characteristics. The roundabout year is guessing between a 1920 to maybe 19 mid-30s. That's just a stab and a guess. It's not confirmed. But these kits, when you get them, they come in sections. You got your facial board, which is your dash, and you can't really see it right here in the front. You can see where it's been bonded together. That's to cover up the seam. It comes in this whole section, then that whole section, and then from 2 inches to the left of my steering column, all the way back here, comes all the way around, and then you can see right here again is where it's seamed together, and then it does the same thing over onto the other side. It appears to be the older style fiberglass kit with the wood supports and the wood floors. And the reason why I say that is because all the newer ones don't have a door and door access. It's just one solid piece that wraps all the way around. So that might be a little bit of a trick to get those doors to be reliable, to stay shut, because fiberglass does flex a lot more than steel. So I may have to do some heavy reinforcements and want to maintain things being lightweight. The body kit was cut about 2 inches, 2.5 inches to drop down to cover the frame, which is okay, but it's entirely too tight to the transmission. And so I would like to pick the body up on some hard rubber mounts, some metal fasteners, and actually put some steel structure inside here, though it's actually pretty strong. Seems to be sturdy, but as anything, as you start going down the road, start using it, things are going to start loosening up. Things are going to start shifting, start moving, start cracking. So there's going to be some work invested. The body is going to have to come off. I'm looking at making some subframes to bolt the body to, and then bolt the body down to the frame. And so I still have to make some shock mount area to put my front shocks, so that way leaf spring's not taking the full impact. You know, just from sitting, it puts so much strain on that leaf spring that I'm afraid it's going to turn it upside down. So I'm going to mount some shocks from the frame out to here, and then I have to find a spot to be able to mount my headlights once the front's assembled. I had to make some radiator brackets to be able to support my radiator and the radiator shell. And then still need a few things from the motor. I need an alternator bracket. I picked up a few things yesterday. So there's really not going to be a whole lot of change being made today. It's just more or less pulling some things together. I got new plug wires and trying to make those brake rotors from that Ranger fit on here. And so far from just eyeballing it up, it actually looks like it's going to be a very close direct fit. So it's promising. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm only person here to be able to take video and work at the same time. So I'm just going to pause the video and then do my actions, and then come back and then show what's been done.